Well, hello everyone. Well, you know what? We're back out in the garage, and today we are going to again work on the 1977 Triumph T140v. So we've done a lot of work on this bike, but the one thing that we're going to do today I'm pretty excited about, and that is to go and put electronic ignition on the bike. The bike still has points, and it runs pretty darn well. It's not bad, but you know, the one thing that I would like it to do is to kick over a little bit easier. For those of you that know these bikes, you know they're an absolute brute to kick over. And obviously, we're not going to change the compression or how hard this thing is to kick, but we may change how quickly it starts. And this bike, actually, with the points, I got to admit, it starts pretty darn good. But one of the great advantages of electronic ignition is that with some of the various units you can get now, they'll actually change the timing advance so that it's a lot easier to start when you're kicking it over, and then it automatically adjusts to provide the correct spark advance throughout the rev range. And so that's what we're going to do today. Now, I've actually got the decided to go with the Trispark ignition, and that the Trispark ignition, the reason I picked it up is because it does exactly that. Unlike other electronic ignitions, it actually adjusts to make starting easier by adjusting that the spark advance to make it a lot easier to start. At least that's the hope, that's the dream. That's what we're going to go through. Now, I'm going to just do, this video is just going to be an unboxing video. You know, you learn as you go on, and typically my videos go for, you know, I've been going way too long. Typically they're going for more than an hour, right? Which is great. People love the detail, but most people really like much shorter videos. So what we're going to do today is we're just simply going to do the unboxing video now as part one, and then in part two and subsequent parts we'll do the switchover of the points to the new Trispark electronic ignition. So let's go through it and do the unboxing. Okay guys, so let's open the box up and see what you get when you buy this. So let's open her up and just see what you get. So the first thing that you get in here is the instruction manual. And it seems to be a fairly detailed instruction manual that accounts both for whether or not you have positive or negative ground. And a few other different variables that might be specific to your machine. So that all seems pretty good. I've read through it a couple of times and it seems like a pretty darn good instruction manual, so that's excellent. The other thing, of course, you get, and this is sort of the heart of the whole matter here, is the adjustable Trispark ignition module. And what makes this good is for setting static timing, it actually includes a little light here. We're going to go through that when we install it to actually help you get your static timing great, and then you can further adjust it, of course, using a strobe light. But that helps to get it initially timed, which is really good. And as I mentioned, the key advantage of the Trispark is that it does dynamically adjust the spark advance to make starting easier. So we're gonna test that out. Now the other thing that's in here is the device that's actually going to trigger this. So this is our trigger here, and this replaces the spark advance unit that are behind the points. And if you notice, there's a couple of little, I believe they're magnets on there. And so they're not magnets, or pieces of metal. In any event, they're what activate the Hall device inside here to trigger the spark. So that's how this works. So yeah, so that'll replace our spark advance. Then we have a package with a variety of bits and bobs here, which, you know, we'll see if we need these or don't need them, but that's just a bits and bobs, some wire and some connectors and yada yada, so that's all good. Then we also have a couple of stickers in here as well. It's a couple of stickers. Okay, great. Now the other thing that I purchased, and that is some spark plug wires. This wouldn't come with the kit unless you buy it separately. Okay, so I decided, what the heck, I'll buy some brand new spark plug wires and spark plug ends. So we've got those there. And then as well, I've got the purchased new coils. So these are new 6-volt coils. They recommend, if you're doing this job, to put new coils in. Although it's a 12-volt system, of course, 6-volt coils are required. And how you wire them all up, etc., is included in the instruction manual. So we have, again, a few nuts there for the coils. And there's our Trispark coil. Now, you don't have to have a Trispark coil for this. I chose to purchase the Trispark coils. You could use any coils. In fact, the coils that are on your bike, you could just reuse. You don't have to do this. This is just something I chose to purchase so that I don't have any issues, and I'm using all of it as Trispark. It should all work together perfectly well. That's the goal, that's the dream. So that essentially is the end of the unboxing video. So as I mentioned, the videos are going to be a little bit shorter from now on, so that people can watch just the bits that they want to watch. And so please do watch for the next video, where we actually start taking the bike apart, taking the points off, and starting to install all of this. So that'll be in the next part.